Level 2 trainer's responsibility. The Level 2 trainer is responsible for ongoing training in their own school. They are only responsible for their own school. They have no authority in any other school. So we need to make that very clear. The responsibility of the Level 2 trainer is strictly within their own school setting. And this is exciting. They're responsible for training on a weekly basis. So that would be with various programs that we have happening. And they need to be somebody who is familiar with the ACE procedures. So it's no point in having the secretary of the school as the Level 2 trainer unless they are really familiar with the ACE procedures in the Learning Centre. The Level 2 trainer really should be one of the senior staff who has experience in the Learning Centre and understands how the Learning Centre operates and the procedures that are required in the Learning Centre. So, how it works. Basically, the Level 2 trainer is the avenue of communication between SCI and the school staff. Now, we understand that principals are very busy people and often cannot do everything by themselves. If the principal wants to be the Level 2 trainer and can manage to do that, that's fine. But the Level 2 trainer does not necessarily have to be the principal. Quite a number of schools have their senior staff member as the Level 2 trainer, and they were already working alongside the principal, so it's just an extension of their role as working alongside the principal. So basically how it works is SCI sends material to the Level 2 trainer within each school. Now we call those term packs. They go out once per quarter or once per term. You get 4 of those each year. And occasionally there may be other things that go to the Level 2 trainer as well. But that's the main communication that happens to the Level 2 trainer within each school. The Level 2 trainer distributes the material to the staff, so there'll be magazines and there'll be all sorts of things. We'll have a look at what is in a term pack a little bit later. They also can present the SO workbooks, and we're going to talk more about all of these things later on. So if you don't know what they are right now, just keep going and we're going to talk about all of these things in far more detail. So they present the SO workbooks and the set program within the school and various other things that happen. They're responsible for making sure that the magazines get handed to the staff, all those sorts of things. Now, so it goes SCI to the Level 2 trainer and then to your school staff. Now, it also goes back from your school staff. So staff participate in program and complete tasks, and then they hand them to the Level 2 trainer, and the Level 2 trainer is responsible for sending them to SCI. So they return the tests from the SET program, the pull-out sheets from the SO program, and all those things go back to SCI. Now, we're going to talk about what goes where as we talk about each individual program, because different things can go to different places. Some of them will go to your regional admin, some of them will come directly to us here at SCI. So we'll go through that later. So what are the responsibilities? Well, the first responsibility is the Staff Enrichment Workbook Program, or the SO program. And that's these workbooks that go out each term. This year we're having a catch-up year so that everybody can work through these and make sure that they've done them. And then next year we will be starting on Series 3. So Series 1 and Series 2 are complete, and next year we will start with Series 3. So that's the Staff Enrichment Workbook Program, or the SO program. They are also responsible for the Staff Extended Training Program. Now, the Staff Extended Training Program is distance education for your school staff. Again, we're going to go through each of these in detail later on. So we'll just keep going. The School Self-Assessment Program is done on a yearly basis. That gets sent to you usually in the third term or the third term pack of each year. That needs to be filled in and sent back to SCEE. The Quality Assurance Program, that's just making sure that your school is participating in all the things that SCEE offers as much as possible. And again, there's more detail for each of these things. The SCEE Connect magazine, the Parents Biblical Mandate Program, and the Christian Educators Certificate. So all of these things make up the responsibilities of the Level 2 trainer. So these are in the notebook that you'll have sent out with this. Okay, we'll send out the notebook with this video, and guys here, this is all in your notebook, so you don't need to take down anything that's on the slide. Okay, the key for the Level 2 trainer, the key thing that they do is that they work in partnership with SCEE. SCEE needs to be able to have somebody in the school that they can contact and talk to about these things. The principal, again, is busy often, and we already talked to the principals. The pastoral coordinators should be talking to principals on a reasonably regular basis. So we need to make sure that that communication is good, is open, and is clear. And so the Level 2 trainer is key to the relationship between SCEE and the school. They are the pipeline for information to the school. So they must be familiar with the ACE procedures, have learning centre experience, but if they are not the principal, they must work under the authority of the school principal. In no way are we usurping the authority of the principal in this. Any important issues or matters with the school will still be dealt with through the principal. The Level 2 trainer is basically for the programs that we are running to make sure that all of those things keep happening on a regular basis within the school. So it's not to take any authority from the principal. Whoever it is needs to be prepared to work under the rightful authority of the principal. So we're just going to quickly go through some of these things, and then we're going to go into them in more detail in another session later today. The SO program, that's the Staff Enrichment Workbook program. The SO program is continual training in your own school. SCEE provides one SO book for each member of staff each quarter. So it's really important that we know the staff numbers in the schools so that we can send enough material for each member of staff. School staff should meet on a weekly basis to work through one topic from the SO book each week. Staff can use each topic as a discussion starter and then complete the written part of the topic. The centre pages are a pull-out section, and I'll show you that now, but we're also going to look at this when we do this more in depth. This is not a test, okay? A lot of schools have said to me, our staff get really nervous about when they have to do this bit because they're worried they're going to fail the test. This is not a test. It is simply a summary of what you have learned in this booklet, okay? We don't score it. It comes back to us here at SCEE. We don't score it. We do look at it to make sure that you're participating, but we don't score it. We don't read it and give you a score out of 10 and say, oh, this one's failed the test, they've got to go back and do it again. This is just what you've learned, the things that you've learned, that you've gained from doing this booklet, okay? And they should be completed each quarter, the pull-out, and given to the Level 2 trainer, who will send them to either to us, or if you have a regional admin officer, they can be sent to your regional admin officer. The completed SO booklet belongs to the staff member. This becomes a part of their own personal growth, part of their own personal library. and it should be kept as a personal resource and as part of the requirements for the Christian Educator Certificate. Okay, we're going to go into a lot more detail about the SEW program in another session. The SEP program is the Staff Extended Training Program, and this is designed to increase the academic standing of the staff within the school. So this is distance education for school staff. Okay. Diagnostic tests for English, literature and for maths are specifically written for staff. Do not use these diagnostic tests for your students. They are not designed for students. They do not test the full range of what children need to learn. They test for adults, okay? As an adult, you have a lot of prior knowledge and experience and life experience that a child does not have. So it's a different test, it's designed in a different way. Do not use these for your children. Each staff member, when they've done their diagnostic test, gets an individual prescription and uses PACES to then increase their academic standing. Now, there are certificates available at the end of this program for literacy and numeracy, and when we do this session on the SEP program in detail, we'll have a look at what's involved in doing those certificates. This is also part of the Christian Educators Certificate. The School Self-Assessment Program is a first step towards the new status levels for schools. The self-assessment form gives us important insight into our schools and how we can best plan for the future. It also raises the standards of our schools throughout the region. It's required annually from every school. Now, if your school hasn't done your school self-assessment form, and you can do it any time. You can send it in any time. It is sent out in term 3 of each year, but you can send it in any time. It is part of the requirement for the Christian Educators Certificate, and it is part of the requirement for the status levels. The Ski Connect magazine is, as it says, a magazine. It's issued quarterly. We're always looking for articles about our schools, about interesting things that happen. If your school is doing something special or has participated in something in your region, if any of the students have received a special reward or award or anything like that, we're happy to have articles for the Ski Connect magazine, and we also like photos. So you can send them to your pastoral coordinator, or you can send them to me, and you'll get all those details at the end of the session. There should be one copy for each member of your staff, so every staff member should receive their own copy of the Ski Connect. Please keep them as part of your Christian Educators Certificate requirements, because we do use articles in the magazines for various things in regard to the Christian Educators Certificate. The Parents Biblical Mandate magazine. Now, this is actually designed to go to your parents, to give your parents an understanding of what an ACE school is. Unless the parents actually attended an ACE school, our way of schooling, our individualised program, is very different, and they don't understand what's happening with their children quite often. So this is designed to give the parents an understanding of what is happening with their children in the school. It's for your school staff and parents to read. The staff should keep a copy for their Christian educators file, and it helps the parents to understand the wonderful investment that they're making in their children's lives. This is also available in soft copy, so if you want it in soft copy to send out to your parents via email, then we can do that. You just need to contact your pastoral coordinator or Schools at Ski, and we'll make sure that that comes to you. Okay, so that was level 2 training. Now, people know that there is also a level 1 trainer, so I'm just going to tell you the difference between the level 1 trainer and the level 2. What we're talking about here today is level 2 training. The level 1 trainer is allowed to conduct ski staff training with approval from ski. So these are people who are authorised to do the 5-day staff training in schools other than their own school. Okay, so they're allowed to set up training, they have to have our approval and invite other schools to attend. Now, as a level 2 trainer, you do not have that authority. That is only the level 1 trainer that is allowed to do that. The level 1 trainer helps new schools to start. So they can be asked to go and visit a new school, or people can come to them and talk to them about how to set up a school. These people, we've specifically chosen these people because they have extensive ACE experience and understand how to set up a school, how to run training, how to do these things correctly. And they are also can be available to help existing schools. Now, we're here in Brisbane. It's really difficult for us to be available to come and visit your school on a regular basis. You know how expensive that can be, so it's a very difficult thing to do. So level 1 trainers, we're training more and more, and hopefully there'll be one in your region somewhere, and they are going to be available to help if you have a problem at your school. If you have something that is just not working, if you don't understand how to implement the procedures properly, they can come, they can help you get things set up, and it costs a fraction of what it would cost for one of us to travel and to do that. And they can also be there a lot quicker than we can too. So it's just a better system. And so if you are needing help in your school, you should contact your pastoral coordinator or Schools at Ski, and we'll see if we can get somebody to come out and help you at your school. Okay, these are the what not to do's. Okay, as a level 2 trainer, you do not have authority to represent ski to any government or legal official or department or newspaper or other media or any business. So you are not an official ski representative. If a newspaper comes to you and wants you to make a comment on behalf of ACE or on behalf of the ACE schools in your region, you need to contact your pastoral coordinator and make sure that you get permission from ski to do so. Stephen, yep.
Same for level 1. Is this the same for level 1 trainers?
Yes, it is. The only people who have authority to represent ski to any government, legal agency, department, media are ski staff, ski employees, and that would really only be the senior ski employees at a management level. That's without specific permission. You are not to make any decisions, agreements or promises on behalf of ski in any way, shape or form. So the level 2 trainer can't go and say, well, ski will supply you with all of... No, that's not going to happen. So they can't do that. They can't conduct registered ski staff training without written approval from ski. Now, let me just be clear here. The level 2 trainer, if they have attended the 5-day staff training and have a current staff training certificate, they are allowed to conduct staff training within their own school. Okay? So if new staff come in and they need to be trained, there's not always a ski staff training happening nearby or in a reasonable time frame. So they need to have those staff trained quickly. The level 2 trainer can train within their own school. Okay? But they must send the tests to ski because otherwise their staff will not receive a certificate. But they can only do that within their own school. They can't visit. Sorry?
So do they also need to register that training with the ski?
They should, yes. They should notify us that they are conducting staff training. So, yes. And they can just do that by an email to Schools at Ski, and that comes to me, and I'll just say, awesome, brilliant. If there's anything we can do to help, let us know, okay? So it's never a big problem, it's never an issue. It's just a matter of staying in touch and communicating. What not to do, you do not have authority to visit other schools on behalf of Ski without written approval from Ski. Now, when I said the level 1 trainer has permission to visit the school, that is only with explicit permission from Ski. That will be a letter. They will carry a letter of introduction, and Ski will already have contacted the school to say, this is who will be coming. They will have a letter from us, okay? Because I know that in the past, various people have gone into schools in various countries and have said, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, all sorts of things without any authority. We don't want that to happen. We only want people who have authority to be in another school to go and visit, okay? Fine if you want to go and have a friendly visit, and the schools are both happy to do that, but an official visit has to be authorised by Ski. You cannot sell, trade or give away any materials provided by Ski. So that means any of the things that come in your term packs, these programs, the SEP program, all of those things are specifically for staff that are employed in your school, and they are for schools that are registered with Ski. So you can't sell, you can't trade, and you can't give it away. Now, let me just say this so that you understand why we say that. It's not that we're mean and we don't want to help anybody, but who are the ones that are paying registration fees? Who are the ones that are buying PACEs? They're schools that are registered with Ski. That's how we fund these programs. If you're giving away the material that we've provided to you, then you are actually funding those other schools, and less is available for you. We can do less for you if you're giving away what we've done, okay? So please keep it within your school, keep it within the registered schools. If schools want to have these things, they need to register with Ski and to become part of the program. So that's why we say that. So that's basically the end of the first session. Are there any questions, guys? The question was, should we print on the booklets that they're not for sale? We could do that. They do actually all have copyright marks on them, which means that you should not be using them outside the school. You shouldn't be copying them without permission, all of those things. But yes, we could probably put, I think we had it in the Connect. I don't know whether, no, I don't know. But it is something we could do. John? The Parents' Biblical Mandate is the only one that we send in soft copy, and we do ask the schools not to alter it in any way, just to send it to the parents complete.
What about Ski Connect?
Ski Connect, we don't, that's in soft copy on the website.
So that can be shared.
Yes, so that can be shared. Again, we would ask that people would not alter it in any way. So.
What's the process for becoming a level 1 and a level 2 trainer? Like, to become level 1, do you have to be level 2?
No.
Okay. And then can, for example, a level 1 train up a level 2 trainer?
We haven't done that in the past. That hasn't been a part of the level 1 training. The main focus for the level 1 training was actually to conduct the 5-day staff training. because I'm the only one that's doing the 5-day staff training at the moment, and I can't be everywhere. So there's just too many people that need training and not enough trainers. So that was the main focus of the level 1 trainer. We hadn't equipped them to do the level 2 training, but that's why we're actually videoing, so that this video can go out to the schools and the schools can do their own level 2 training within their school. We have used conferences. I've run level 2 training after conference in Papua New Guinea and in Indonesia. I don't think I've done it anywhere else. I did it at training when we'd done as part of staff training also in Fiji and in New Zealand. So a number of the countries have already had level 2 training done on a face-to-face basis, but we can't get to every school in every country. So the video will hopefully help that with the level 2 training. Yeah.
So there's an emphasis on the fact that there's little that we can give to unregistered schools, but is there anything that we can give, or our schools can give to an unregistered school to promote?
Sure, we have a lot of promotional material available, and there is material available for each individual region, and that's all available from the pastoral coordinators, or if your country does not have a pastoral coordinator, that's available from Schools at Ski. So there is plenty of promotional material available, but we ask that they not actually use these programs to hand out to other schools. Yep. There is a level 2 trainer role and responsibility handbook. Now this has gone out in the term packs. Twice I think it's gone out in the term packs. If your school does not have one, if you can contact us at Schools at Ski on the email, then we'll send you one of these in the next term pack. Your school can have more than one level 2 trainer, particularly for the larger schools. Often they'll have 2, one for the high school area and one for the primary area. And often schools that are mid-sized schools will have 2 people. That's mainly because of staff turnover, so that there's more than one person who knows what to do if somebody decides to leave. So your school can have more than one level 2 trainer, and this handbook is available. It is free. We'll send it out with the term pack if you need it.
Sorry, I have another question. Are level 2 trainers, are they equipped or allowed to train for ABCs at kindergarten staff? Is that separate from normal staff training?
We don't actually offer ABCs training, unfortunately. It is something that I would really love to do, is to start up a phonics training program. And in the Papua New Guinea Highlands, Mrs. Kudney from Mount Hagen Christian School has helped a number of schools with that. She's an excellent phonics teacher with lots of experience. There are various people in country who have a lot of experience in the ABCs program, and I would suggest that if a school is struggling, that they talk to us and we can put them in contact with somebody who has a really strong ABCs program. They can go and observe that and learn that way rather than running a separate training program. The reason that we haven't put that on video is because it would be too easy for it to be handed out to people who are not part of our family, our ACE family. And I know that photocopying happens all over the place, and so it's easy for another school to start up using our program, get hold of the training, and that's one of the reasons that we don't have our training on DVD. So I can tell you that even I used to give away my PowerPoints after Educators Conference and after training. I no longer do that because I know in one of the regions that there is somebody who has set up their own training. They're not part of ACE. They've never done the ACE training. They're nothing to do with us. They charge a large amount of money, and they're actually using my PowerPoints with my name on it. So I don't give anything to anybody anymore, which is very sad. Okay, any other questions?